Region 5 today's LaRue County Hawks. They come to Columbia to play a regional matchup with your Adair County Indians. I'm John Shelley. I'm by myself, and we want to remind you that the streaming today is brought to you by First and Farmers National Bank. Banking is reliably simple. Check out other services on the website, firstandfarmers.com. All you got to do is go to YouTube, search WAIN Radio, and you can watch the game there and listen to our audio. Or if you're just on the radio, we will bring it to you today. A beautiful afternoon for baseball as we were everybody from the LaRue County section that I talked to coming in said they were shocked when they got here to see dry conditions. It's rained all around Columbia, but not rained in Columbia. So it is perfect conditions for a high school baseball game today. Let's set the matchup for you. LaRue County, coached by Kellen Lobb, they're 23-4, 13-2 in the region, 5-1 in the district. Adair County, coached by Ryan McQuarrie, they're 16-8 overall. They're 8-4 in regional play, and they're 3-3 in the district. And we will talk about that as the game goes on, about the regional or the district pairings and who the matchups will be. Let's look at your lineup for LaRue County first. They'll lead off Thompson in center field. Thomas will hit second in right field. Singleton will hit third. He'll be on the mound today. Hughes will hit fourth, and he will do the catching. Skaggs will hit fifth at shortstop. Miller will hit in the sixth spot, and he will be in left field. Abel will hit seventh. He'll be at third base. Hayes will be the 8-hitter, and he'll be your first baseman today. And Cahoe will hit ninth and play second base. And the Indians are going to face a real formidable pitcher today in the name of Braden Singleton. He's got a 2.13 ERA. He's 2-2 on the year. He's thrown 26 and a third innings, only giving up 19 hits, 8 earned runs, and he has struck out 52 and only walked 13. So we're talking about a power pitcher that is around the plate. For Adair County, their lineup, Alex Martin, he'll lead off. He'll do the catching today. Brayton Coomer, he'll hit second and play first base. Bryce Russell will hit in the 3-hole. He'll be at shortstop. Jasper Kemp will hit fourth. He'll be on the mound today. Jasper, we'll go ahead and go over his numbers. He's 2-1 on the year. He's made 8 appearances, started 4 games. 15 in the third innings, giving up 23 hits, 9 earned runs, and a very good 4.11 ERA. So the Indians have got a good pitcher going as well. 2 good pitchers going today. So Jasper will be hitting fourth and doing the pitching. Hitting fifth, third baseman Aiden Smith. Hitting sixth at second base, Dax Kahn. Jackson Sinclair, he will DH today for Brody Brock, who will play right field. Jagger Kemp will hit 8th. He'll be in left field. And Zane Gist will hit 9th, and he will be in center field. Just looking at some categories here as I had time to do a little statistical numbers here. The Indians have hit 30 home runs, and that's their big thing this year. They're leading, I think, the state in home runs. The Indians also have 43 doubles. So they don't play a lot of small ball as they try to hit the ball out of the ballpark. They walked 106 times versus 158 strikeouts. Now, LaRue County, on the other hand, they walked 132 times. They got 210 RBIs, and they hit it as a team at 348. So I had a chance to talk to Coach Lobb coming in, and I asked him, what are the keys to your team? And he said, well, we really pitch it well. And so that's all he wanted to talk about. When I looked at the numbers, though, they also hit it very well. Leading them in hitting is Decker Thomas at 444. Cole Miller checks in at 405. Lucas Thompson at 36. Excuse me, I skipped Brady Skaggs, 419. Lucas Thompson, 368. I can go on and on and on. They got 6 guys in the lineup hitting 400 or better. They do not hit a lot of home runs, but looks like they run pretty well, and they don't strike out as much. Let's talk about their body of work a little bit. LaRue County, they've only got 4 losses on the year. They're 23-4. They lost to PRP 5-3. Greene County 1-0. Trinity 7-0, and Taylor County 4-0 early. I do want to mention that they did beat Taylor County yesterday in 5 innings, 10-0. So that was a good win. Indians, they won 6 out of their last 7. They lost to Russell County yesterday 7-3 on the road, but before that, 6 straight wins. South Warren, 2 against Marion County, Hart County, Metcalfe, and Washington. So Indians have won 6 out of their last 7, playing really well. And as the PA announcer goes over our starting lineups, I'm going to talk a little bit about the district seedings and pairings. Taylor County 5-1, Campbellsville 4-2. Going into that Taylor-Campbellsville series, Campbellsville was 4-0. But they drop a pair to the Taylor County Cardinals, so they're going to be the 2 seed. The Indians are going to be the 3 seed at 3-3, and Marion County is 0-6. So you got Campbellsville and Adair, and you got Taylor and Marion. That'll be your district matchups. I was going to ask the LaRue County radio that was here who got the tiebreakers. LaRue and Green are both 5-1. I'm assuming since LaRue beat Green the second time, that is the tiebreaker. Hart County 2-4, Caverna 0-6. So I think the matchup will be, depending on that tiebreaker, unless they do something different over there, LaRue versus Caverna, Green, and Hart will be your matchups in that district as both teams are being announced. And Addie, we're going to take a break and play the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch as you got the Hawks from LaRue County coming. They're the visitors on the board coming to play your Adair County Indians. We'll be back in a couple minutes on the Indian Radio Network.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering enchiladas, burrito supreme, pollo acapulco, and many other favorites. They will gladly serve your large group. To make your reservation, call them today at 270-384-6004.
No matter who you cheer for, Game Day Sports has the gear to show your team pride. From jerseys and hats to hoodies and more, we've got apparel for every fan. Whether it's high school, college, or pro, if you love them, we've got it. Stop by Game Day Sports today and gear up for the season. Game Day Sports, where every day is game day.
County Board of Education, they are dedicated to shaping bright futures. From innovative classrooms to top-notch teachers, they provide the tools and support students need to succeed. Whether in academics, athletics, or the arts, they are committed to helping every student reach their full potential. Because when our students succeed, our community thrives. Adair County Schools, learning today, leading tomorrow.
We're back here on the Indian Radio Network as both teams have been introduced. The Indians have taken the field. Jasper Kemp's completing his warm-up tops, and we're getting ready to have first pitch here. A beautiful afternoon, a beautiful ballpark as this Adair County High School baseball field just looks absolutely fabulous. And we've got our umpires today. Kevin Claycomb behind the plate. Anthony Childers will call the bases today for this one. As this game really, as far as district significance, doesn't mean anything. But it'd be a huge win if the Indians could get this one today. You would have to say that LaRue County is probably picked as one of the top 2 teams to have an opportunity to go to the state baseball tournament in Region 5. The Indians, I think they probably rank around the top 5. You got Taylor County, you got E-Town that's also awful good. So it'll be and you got to throw Campbellsville in that mix too. Campbellsville's got a really nice ball club. So we're getting ready to find out today. And going over a couple sponsors. Our broadcast booth sponsor today is TJ Regional Health. With 20 locations, TJ Regional Health promotes and provides for the health and wellness of the communities they serve. TJ Regional Health, total local care. Let's look at this Adair County defense around the horn. Aiden Smith at third, Bryce Russell at second, Dax Kahn Russell at shortstop, Kahn at second, Coomer will be at first base. Your battery, Jasper Kemp will throw to Alex Martin in the outfield, left to right. Jagger Kemp in left, Zane Gist in center, Brody Brock in right, and we're ready to go as Kemp. Here's a wind-up, and the very first pitch to Thompson's foul down the left field line. Thompson hits from the left side. Lucas Thompson, 68, 32 for 87 this year. 27 runs batted in. Here's Kemp, the pitch, fastball challenges him, and it's fouled off of Kevin Claycomb. And he's going to walk that out as he took a little bit, took that one off the noggin. And he's having a conversation with Kemp, and I'm not sure what they're talking about. But it might have been a situation where he's got to give the ready to play, as he might have thought he quick pitched him a little bit. 0-2. Kemp back on the rubber. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A fastball up and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm observing the flag in center field. I see absolutely no movement at the moment. So not much wind. Here's the 1-2 to Thompson. It's a curveball that stays upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only 4 losses for this LaRue County team. And 2 of those against 2 powers in Louisville, PRP and Trinity. Here's a line drive into left center field. That'll be a base hit. And LaRue County will have their leadoff hitter on with a solid single opposite way for Thompson. That's going to bring up Thomas.
Now batting number 17, Thomas.
Decker Thomas, he leads the team in batting average at .444, 32 for 72, 28 runs batted in. And Singleton, the guy on deck, is leading the state in RBIs, I think, with 37. So, big power guy on deck. He's going on the first pitch. Here's the throw down. It's out. Anthony Childers says on a bang-bang play. There's no replay in high school. Martin did a really nice job. The ball was behind the hitter, the right-handed hitter, so he had to navigate to throw around the hitter. And, I mean, he put it right on the money. So Thompson's thrown out stealing. Here's a fastball that stays inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on. Here's a high, deep drive into left field. Kemp's going to go back. He's to the wall. It's gone. Decker Thomas. He hits a solo home run, makes the caught stealing even more important. Is rather than a 2-run home run, it's going to be a solo home run. Decker Thomas. That might be his first of the year. I didn't have him noted as hitting many. It was a fastball up in the zone. So here's Singleton. Kemp, the line in the pitch. Looks like a changeup on the inside corner. Call strike. No balls in a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Singleton. Stays down low with the ball. It's a fastball just out of the dirt. Singleton, the left-handed hitter, as we said, he's got some impressive numbers. 403, his batting average. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit to Russell, and he can't handle it. That's going to be an E6. Hit right at Bryce, and he sidestepped it instead of trying to smother it up. That's going to be an E6, the way I score it. And that's going to bring up Hughes. Back to Singleton. 29 for 72, 37 RBIs. Russell, he was there. He kind of got in between, and the ball was hit very sharply. Unable to handle it, and that's going to bring up Hughes. He's a junior. He checks in at 403. Here's a pitch. Sacrifice bunt attempt is foul down the third base line. Hughes, 31 for 77, 22 runs batted in, 5 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. Hitting in the 4 spot. Kemp with the stretch. Here's the pitch. Here's a check swing, and Kevin Claycomb said he went too far. That's a call, or a strike swinging. No balls and 2 strikes. Jasper did a nice job. That ball had some down movement. He got Hughes to chase it. He's back on the rubber after a courtesy toss over to Brayton Coomer to keep the runner close. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pick attempt over there. They've got a pinch runner for Singleton, courtesy runner. Singleton will assume the pitching duties for LaRue County in the bottom half of the first. Here's a pitch. Bounces up there. Martin can't block it up. It's all the way back to the screen. Runner's going to move up easily. So the only out recorded so far in this inning is the caught stealing. Kemp, after a visit by Alex Martin, he toes the rubber. It's a long look in. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Hughes is caught looking. That pitch was in a perfect location.
Now batting number 2, Skaggs.
Jasper Kemp, second out of the inning. Indians trying to leave that runner at second base with 2 outs. LaRue County looking for that 2-out hit. Skaggs checks in at 419, 31 for 74, 28 runs batted in. Swings it awful well. 11 doubles. He's also a threat on the bases. Here's a call strike on the inside corner. Jasper starting to really locate his pitches now. He got that pitch elevated a little bit to Thomas, the home run. See if he can wiggle out of this one. Here's the stretch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a changeup that's swung through for a strike. Had the arm action of a fastball, and it just kind of died at the plate. Really good pitch. Kemp way ahead of Skaggs. No balls and 2 strikes as he gets the long look in from Martin. Here's the stretch. He's going to step off and look towards second. Regather his thoughts here. Anthony Childers, the base umpire. Kevin Claycomb behind the plate today. Swung on, and here's a high pop-up that's going to get out of play down the right field line. Coomer went over and gave it a look. So Kemp No balls and 2 strikes. After the foul ball, he digs back in. 1-0. A solo home run by Decker Thomas. We're still here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Change-up is a line drive into left field. Kemp's got it measured, and he's going to haul it in just short of the warning track, and that'll do it. So LaRue County gets 1 run on 2 hits. They leave a runner. We're headed to the home half of the first. LaRue County 1, Adair coming to bat on the Indian Radio Network.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today. Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creek Bend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network, 1-0, and the big southpaw on the hill for LaRue County. We'll go over his numbers again. Brayton Singleton, he's 2-2 on the year, 2.13 ERA, 26 and a third innings, giving up 19 hits, 8 earned runs, and 52 strikeouts. So a power pitcher for LaRue County. Around the infield for the Hawks, you've got Abel at third, Skaggs at short, Cahoe at second, Hayes at first. Your battery is singled into Hughes, Miller in left, Thompson in center, and Thomas in right. So LaRue County coaches are going to have to get in the dugout. Martin digs in for the Indians. I think Alex had a couple good games over there at Marion County. Get his average up to 316. Singleton, the big left-hander. He's about 6'4". Stays down low with a fastball. He's 24 for 76 with 13 runs batted in. Martin digs back in. Here's the pitch. Fastball, call strike on the outside corner. That's some really good velocity. Martin digs back in. Singleton. Everything's from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and foul straight back. Martin had a good rip at it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The skies here are, I would say, cloudy. I guess you could argue partly cloudy. Swung on. Here's a line drive right at the shortstop, Skaggs. He makes the play. Alex hit it right on the button. Nothing to show for it. Going to bring up Brayton Coomer. Brayton with some big-time numbers. 5'17". He's the senior going to Morehead State. 30 for 58. 27 runs batted in. 10 doubles and 11 home runs. Singleton. Swung on, and Coomer with a big rip fouls it straight back. Coomer Coomer digs back in. Singleton, the long look in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's like a changeup on the outside corner, just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brayton, he will hit to all fields. His pull side is his power side, but we saw him hit a missile out of here the other night against Washington County in right center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, lined into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit right in front of Thomas, and he's going to play it back in. So a line drive single for Coomer, Indians' first hit, and a good piece of hitting as Brayton took that ball and served it into right center field. It was on the outside part of the plate. Russell digs in. Bryce. Here's Singleton with the stretch. Here's the pitch. Curveball for a call strike. Let's look at Bryce's numbers. 30 for 76, the junior, 395 average, 22 runs batted in, 8 doubles, 7 home runs. He's also a threat to steal a base, 12 for 13 on successes versus attempts. Here's Singleton with the pitch. Fastball stays down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Singleton with the stretch. Coomer with a 2.5-step lead. He's going to pick over there, back easily. Here's the stretch. Going to do it again. A 1-1 pitch. Russell fouls it straight back. Bryce just a little late on that fastball. He had a good rip at it. Singleton ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've seen 3 pitches so far. Fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. Here's a 1-2 pitch. He's going to pick over there. Coomer back easily. Adair County in their home white today, trimmed in blue with the blue helmet, the pinstripe pants. Here's a stretch. It's a long look in. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 call. That ball was off the outside corner. Singleton gets the call. Jasper Kemp digs in. Jasper looking to help himself. The sophomore comes in at 406, 28 for 69, 6 doubles and a home run. Might be a running opportunity right here for the Indians with 2 outs. Here's a pitch. Fastball down low. Singleton. He's not a fast worker by no means. Takes his sweet time. Here's the pitch. Here's a call strike. Young man's got really good control. He's got good mechanics. From the left side. We're going to call him 6'4". Probably 200. He's got a lanky frame, but strong. I think he's going to, Coomer's going. Here's the pitch. It's down low for a ball. The throw down, he's going to steal the bag easily. Cahoe took the throw down from Hughes. Coomer got a great jump. 2 balls and a strike, so Kemp looking to find a hole here to tie this game up. Indians trail at 1-0. The scoreboard update's brought to you by Adair County PBA Landon Edwards. When you're buying, selling, or curious about property values, Landon and his team are here to help. Visit the Adair County PBA office for accurate assessments. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Two balls and two strikes. Kind of pitched backwards there. 2-1, you would think you're getting a fastball. Jasper's a little bit fool there. Here's Jasper digs back in. Singleton, the big lefty, very methodical in his approach. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on a hard ground ball to third. Abel makes a play, throw across the diamond. He's out at first base by about a step, and that'll do it for the Indians. No runs. They do get a hit. They leave a runner, and we played one inning, 1-0, LaRue County on the Indian Radio Network.
This is Tim Hardwick with Don Franklin Nissan. Are you looking for a vehicle? Wondering where you're going to buy or why? Let me tell you why Don Franklin Nissan. Don Franklin Nissan has the 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. We have our Don Franklin certified program. Don Franklin has a fully staffed service department. We do front-end alignments. We sell tires. Our sales staff of David Powell, Brent McLeod, Peggy Moss, Blaine Hart are here for your needs. Aaron McLeod in finance. We have more vehicles than anybody in the state. That's why Don Franklin Nissan. Local service, local people, huge inventory. Don Franklin Nissan is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services of wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains. To join their team, apply online at cumberlandpipeline.com.
An 8 for LaRue County. As they're hit here in the top of the second inning, they lead this one 1-0. We played one inning. We want to thank our sponsors. We're going to do half the list now and half next inning. Gibbs Construction, Franklin Nissan, Adair County PBA, Landon Edwards, McDonald's, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Joe Lee, Barger Insurance, First and Farmers National Bank, and Bank of Columbia. As the sixth hitter, Abel, steps in. Here's the pitch. It's a curveball for a call strike. Miller, he hits from the left side. Swing and a miss. Ball down below the knees. He had a very weak swing at that ball. Miller, he's 405, 34 for 84. Fastball. Jasper got away with that one. Probably didn't want that in that spot as he fouled it straight back. Had a good rip at it. Swung on and fouled straight back. No balls and two strikes. Jasper's going right at him. Here's a pitch, swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Russell fires across the diamond. He's out at first by half a step. Miller made it really, really close. Ran down that line very, very hard.
Now batting number 3, Abel.
It's going to bring up Abel. It's going to go 6-3. Russell to Coomer. Abel checks in. Here's a pitch. Looked like a changeup. Call strike at the knees. Abel hitting 200 on the year, 14 for 70. 10 runs batted in. Here's a check swing, and I think he went. And the appeal says no. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jasper, different from his opponent today. He works at a brisk pace. He gets a ball and he's ready to go. 2 balls and a strike as that one hung up and in. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Curveball for a call strike right at the knees. So Jasper pitching a little bit backwards with a 2-1 curveball. That would have fooled me. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Another curveball. That hangs inside. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we're on YouTube. Just go to WAIN Radio. Swung on and fouled off the right side over that LaRue County dugout. You go to YouTube, WAIN Radio. There's a live feed there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jasper wants to throw a strike. He does. Swing and a miss as Abel. He goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up Hayes with 2 outs.
Now batting number 4, Hayes.
Jasper looking for a quick second here. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. So Jasper gets ahead. He's filling that strike zone up. Here's a check swing, and he did go. That was obvious to me. Claycomb should have been on top of that one. He's looking right at it. No balls and 2 strikes. A late time called by Hayes. Hayes playing first base today, hitting in the 8th spot. Here's a pitch, swung on and fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball, stays downstairs. Pretty good spot to miss right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't throw the wrinkle right here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. He comes with a fastball, swing and a miss on the inside part, and that does it for LaRue County here in the top of the second. 1, 2, 3. We're going to the bottom 2. 1-0 Hawks over the Indians on the Indian Radio Network.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is proud to sponsor our local baseball and softball teams. With a deep commitment to community support and engagement, Jamie Richard stands beside our talented athletes, empowering them both on and off the field. As a dedicated supporter, Jamie prioritizes uplifting our youth and fostering community spirit. Whether you're cheering on a game or practicing hard, know that Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is here to support you every step of the way.
The bottom half of the second inning, 1-0 LaRue County. We appreciate you joining us here on 101.9 FM, 1270 AM. I'm going through our sponsor list. Adair County Animal Hospital, Edward Jones, Joe Willis, Financial Advisor. Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff. Adair County Farm Bureau North, Boomer Lewis. Game Day Sports, Craig Feast. Fiesta Mexico. Adair County Board of Education, TJ Health Columbia. J&S Auto Sales, Kentucky Sanitation, and Lindsey Wilson College. Aiden Smith leads it off here in the second. Here's a curveball for a call strike. Aiden, the senior, 364, 24 for 65, 13 runs batted in, 3 home runs. Singleton. There's a fastball that stays off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. I can see this young man really developing some velocities. He gets a little older. He's very strong. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Aiden chased the ball. It bounced about a foot in front of home plate. Singleton. A long stare in. He comes set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball. Threw it right by him. So Aiden goes down on strikes. It's going to bring up Dax Kahn. Dax, the sophomore, checks in at 250. 10 for 40. 13 runs batted in. Dax hitting second base. Here's a curveball, swing and a miss. Dax hitting in the 6th spot. Here's a pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner below the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Singleton very rarely challenges on the inside part. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Indians just have not timed up that curveball. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Just off the outside. Kahn digs back in. Singleton. Stretch. Curveball swung on, ground ball to Skaggs at shortstop. He makes the play across to Hayes. 1 out.
Now batting number 11, Jackson Sinclair.
Play's going to go 6-3. That's going to bring up Jackson Sinclair, the freshman designated hitter. He's 8 for 21 on the year. He did have a pair of hits yesterday at Russell County. Indians dropped that contest over there against the Fighting David Rexroth, 7-3. Here's a ball down in the dirt. 2 outs in the inning, 1-0. LaRue County leads the Indians on a home run. A Decker Thomas home run over the left field fence. Here's a fastball call strike. Sinclair digs back in. He's a right-handed hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. First baseman might have room. It's going to be close, and it's going to fall in the stands. Sinclair gets new life. So Sinclair digs back in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Singleton to to the plate. Swung on and fouled right back at us. Sinclair with a good rip at that fastball. He was on time. He just missed it. He's probably going to get a curveball right here. Uncle Charlie's been good for Singleton today. He's thrown it for a strike. Here's the pitch. There it was. Curveball, strike three, swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Adair County. 1-2-3. We're going to the top of the third. 1-0 LaRue County.
Everyone's talking about the easy way to do your banking. And the best part? It's free. The First and Farmers National Bank mobile banking app allows you the freedom to make the deposit right from your mobile device. While you're on the mobile app, you can also transfer money, pay your bills, and check your balance. If you haven't already, download the First and Farmers National Bank mobile app today. Just one more way we're putting you first. Deposit limits apply. Standard rates and fees may apply from your wireless carrier. First and Farmers National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Joe Willis. For help, stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, member SIPC. I'll get around to it someday. Hopefully that's not your saving or retirement strategy. I'm Joe Willis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Let's make someday into today. Stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor would be, did you make any money today? And Joe might be listening. I don't know. Here's Kemp in his third inning of work. Winds, kicks, change up. That's been a good pitch for him today, as Cahoe was really out in front of it. Managed to just get a piece of it. He is mixing his pitches. LaRue County really, they have no idea what's coming. He's been pitching backwards a little bit too. Here's a fastball upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jasper wants to go right at the 9 guy. LaRue County lineup, they really look top heavy. Here's a little flare out behind second. Kahn's not going to be able to get to it. It's going to fall in center field, so Cahoe is going to lead off the third inning with a broken bat single. Of course, I'm using satire, no broken bat, using aluminum bats, but it just looked like a broken bat in major leagues where it just flares over the infielders. It's going to bring up Thompson. He singled in the left center field, was caught stealing. There's a curveball for a call strike. Thompson showed like he might be wanting to sacrifice bunt, and he pulled a bat back. Kemp gets ahead. No balls and a strike. Cahoe with a really short lead over there at first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bunted, foul, straight back at us. The sacrifice has definitely been on for both pitches. Thompson hadn't been able to get his job done. Let's see if Kellen Lobb's got him swinging or going to risk the strikeout here. Kemp with the stretch. Cahoe's got a 2-step lead over there at first. I don't think Cahoe's going anywhere. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Thompson swinging. He just flares it over the Adair County dugout. It was a curveball off the outside corner. Good piece of hitting right there by Thompson to stay alive. Shout out to Ken Jesse. I think Ken's in attendance today. He told me he was going to come. Here's strike three called on the inside corner. A really good fastball. Had some giddy up on it.
Now batting number 17, Thomas.
That's a 4 strikeout for Jasper. He's really pitched well. Here's a young man that's the difference on the scoreboard. One swing of the bat, it's 1-0. Hit a line drive home run over the left field fence his first time up. Swung on and chopped foul. No balls and a strike. Decker Thomas digs back in. There's a curveball strike. Martin to throw down and caught stealing. Alex Martin with an absolute missile right on the bag. Cahill is gunned. What a throw. I mean, it was right on the bag. It was a bang-bang play, but the ball beat the runner. Nice swipe tag, second out of the inning. Decker Thomas now hits with nobody on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch just off the inside corner. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Change up, stayed upstairs. Thomas fouled it off. LaRue County with this 23-4 record. As we said, their 4 losses, PRP, Trinity, Taylor County, and Greene County 1-0. Kill. Here's a 2-2. Change up, grounded in the 6th hole between third and short. It's going to find its way into left field for a 2-out single. And again, makes that caught stealing even more important as Thomas with a 2-out base hit.
Now batting number 26, Singleton.
Kenny, it could be just the signal for 101.9. It just didn't get out far. The app, the only problem with the app is if the Reds are playing, the app is blacked out. So I think you can go to the website and hook into 101.9 and listen to it through the station, I believe. Jared, I know it's on the app. Is there a stream through the station like 101.9? Can you go to the website through WAIN and listen to? Okay, because that would probably for people on the outside. I'm not sure if the Reds are playing tonight. When the Reds come on, the app is blacked out. Singleton, he comes in, the big left-hander. He's driven in 37 runs. About the front 1/3 of both his feet are on the inside part of the box, so he is hovered up on the plate. If Kent could get right in on his hands here. He's looking to extend those arms. Here's a fastball, stays down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Jagger being a little cautious here with Singleton. 4-0-3. Here's a fastball, stays upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Singleton, he did play basketball. But I think he's given basketball up just to focus on baseball. What an addition he would be on the court. He's a big young man. Here's a call strike. 3 balls and a strike. I'm really not sure where that 2-0 pitch was. Catcher never moved his mitt. Short lead at first base for Thomas. Here's a changeup down and in for ball 4. So that's going to move Thomas to second. Singleton, the free pass at first. And that's going to bring up Hughes. 1-0. LaRue County leads it. The big story is Alex Martin has thrown out 2 runners. Jasper from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Curveball is going to be grounded to Kahn. Kahn takes the nice hop, goes over to Coomer, and that'll do it. So that play's going to go 4-3. LaRue County, no runs. They do get 1 hit. They strand 2. And we played 2.5 innings here. So we're headed to the bottom of the third. 1-0. LaRue County leads the Indians.
Life is fast-paced, and we know you're always on the move. That's why we're excited about Bank of Columbia's mobile app, your convenient banking solution that fits right in the palm of your hand.
Need to check your balance? No problem. With just a few taps, you can instantly view your account balance, transaction history, and even receive real-time notifications about your spending.
Download our mobile banking app and experience banking at your fingertips. Visit our website at bankcolumbia.com to learn more about our mobile app. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
Scoreboard update through as we head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 LaRue County. Adair County PVA Landon Edwards. And he's always supported Adair County Athletics. Him and his team are here to help. Visit the PVA office for accurate property assessments and friendly service. I want to thank our sponsors. Giz Construction, Franklin Nissan, Adair County PVA Landon Edwards, McDonald's, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Jolie, Barger Insurance, First and Farmers National Bank, Bank of Columbia. We will go through the rest of that list here in just a second. Remember, you can watch it on YouTube. It's like the basketball games. We got the left fielder, Jagger Kemp, 8-9-1 for the Indians here. The bottom half of the third. Jag checks in at 244, 11 for 45. He's got a home run, 8 RBIs. Singleton challenges him with a fastball up in the zone, swing and a miss, no balls and a strike. Singleton, very methodical worker. He's around the plate. Here's the 0-1. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. Singleton, I don't really know. I guess he's making sure he gets a long look in, shakes the catcher off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. Was on the inner half. He's going to bring up Zane Gist hitting in the 9-hole. Gist, 215. He's a senior, 14 for 65, a pair of home runs. He is a threat when he gets on base, 13 for 14. Here's a pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. Yes, trying to find a way on base so he can steal a base with that top of that lineup coming up. He is the tying run. Indians trail at 1-0. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. LaRue County looking for their 24th win of the year. Adair County looking for their 17th win. He just threw it right by Gist. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kellen Lobb, the skipper over there for the Hawks. He was an assistant at Greene County for a long time. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on Gist. Ground ball. Foul ball. It was close. That would have been an infield hit. It was tight. Claycomb says it went to the left of the bag. Our argument up here in the booth is it went over the corner of the bag. He gets a final call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gist. Here's a 1-2. It's in the dirt. 2-2. Zane looking to hit something on the ground and use that speed here. Got Martin and Coomer. Alex hit it right on the screws his first time. Line to shortstop. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Catcher might have room, and he does, right over next to the netting. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. So that's going to be a fly out to catcher. Alex Martin hit a line drive right at the shortstop. Martin, a right-handed hitter, versus the big lefty for LaRue County, Singleton. Everything's from the stretch. Off the outside corner. Martin, he's looking to drive something in a gap here. Curveball. It's a high fly ball to center field. Thompson's going to camp under it, and that's going to do it for the Indians. So 8, 9, and 1 go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the third. We're headed to the fourth. 1-0. Hawks lead it on the Indian Radio Network.
Christy Irvin, nurse practitioner with TJ Health Columbia Clinic, provides quality care for the whole family. From wellness visits to pre-colonoscopy screenings, Christy provides expert, compassionate care for patients 6 months and up. Whether it's your toddler's checkup or preparing for your next procedure, Christy is here to keep you healthy every step of the way. Call the TJ Health Columbia Clinic today to schedule your next appointment.
Looking for reliable and affordable sanitation services in Kentucky? Look no further than Kentucky Sanitation Services. Whether you're tackling a big construction project or just need a small cleanup, offering containers for any size job, a local, friendly team, and competitive prices. Discover the convenience and efficiency of working with Kentucky Sanitation Services. Visit their Facebook page to learn more or give them a call, 270-634-4637. Experience the difference with Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Was that Taylor County? Yeah. Are we back, Addie? Okay. We're back here. We're headed to the fourth inning. Both starting pitchers are still battling. We've got a pitcher's duel, no doubt, 1-0. Right now, the Indians on the short end of that 1-0 score. LaRue County here in the fourth, they're going to have 5, 6, and 7.
Now batting number 2, Skaggs.
Skaggs digs in. Skaggs flew out to Jagger Kemp in left field his first time up. Skaggs digs back in. 419 hitter. Kemp with a ball. Low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Stays up high for a ball. So Jasper looking to come all the way back here. Here's a call strike. 3 balls and a strike. Skaggs, he's driven in 28 this year. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul. So he's got all the way back full. This would be big. Jasper could come back and record an out with Skaggs. 3-2, here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball up and in. And that was big, as LaRue County was threatening with the leadoff hitter getting on with that 3-0 count. That's 5 strikeouts today for Jasper. Miller digs in, swinging a miss, curveball, right at his back foot. Started in the middle of the plate, really ran down toward his back heel. Here's the 0-1 pitch, same pitch. Claycomb refuses to call a swing on a check swing, so I don't think he even appealed it, but he did go. Nonetheless, it's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball bounces up there. 2 balls and a strike. I'm smelling chili dogs over here. Chili cheese dog. Here's a 2-1 call strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Miller. He grounded out to shortstop his first time up. Kemp with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball, and Miller did a nice job there holding up. He chased that one early in the count. He laid off that one. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. That's number 6 for Jasper, and he's got it rolling right now.
Number 3, Abel.
He's going to bring up Abel. Abel, he was a strikeout victim his first time up. Jasper wants to go right at Abel. He's a 200 hitter, hitting down in the order, hitting in the 7 spot. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. My wife's tuned in to 101.9, Jared. You should come out. It's a great. It's just a very nice temperature, no sun, but the air does not have a cool bite to it. It's just a beautiful afternoon for baseball. 1 ball and 1 strike. I miss being out there on the field during these kind of days. It's absolutely beautiful. I think very healthy to go from inside to outside, especially this time of year. 2 balls and a strike. Kemp winds, kicks. Here's a fastball just below the knees. 3 balls and a strike. LaRue County's got somebody warming up down there in their bullpen. Kemp winds, kicks. The 3-1 pitch is inside, so Abel, he earns a free pass here, a 2-out free pass.
Now batting number 4, Hayes.
It's going to bring up Hayes. He struck out his first time up. A really important hitter right here because Jasper wants to lead off the next inning with that 9-hitter. Pretty good lead over there for Abel. There's a curveball, stays down low. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Swung on and foul straight back. LaRue County a little bit hesitant on the bases after what Martin's already done today. Attempted 2 stolen bases. He's been successful in throwing out both LaRue County runners. And absolute perfect deliveries on the bag. Oh. 2 balls and a strike. Ball just off the outside corner. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded. Smith gets to it, but it hits the end of the glove. And Aiden, that's going to be an error. It was a slow ground ball. He ranged over to it, and that's going to be an E on the 5.
Now batting number 15, Cahill.
That's going to bring up Cahill. So 7 and 8 have reached here. A 2-out walk and a error by the third baseman. Cahill, he did have a base hit his first time up. He was caught stealing as well. Here's a fastball call strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Stays upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Abel at second. Hayes at first. Coomer's playing behind Hayes. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up to Coomer. He's camped under it. He'll handle that one easily. And that'll do it for LaRue County. They get no runs and no hits, and they leave 2. And we're headed to the home half of the 4th. 1-0, LaRue County over Adair. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Layla Risen. I am a 2023 high school graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I am well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling and Christian Ministries. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of campus ministries. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering enchiladas, burrito supreme, pollo acapulco, and many other favorites. And don't forget about booking your Christmas parties at Fiesta Mexico. They will gladly serve your large group. To make your reservation, call them today at 270-384-6004.
We're back here at Adair County High School baseball field, and we're definitely in a pitcher's duel. We played 3 1/2 innings, 1-0 LaRue County. The 1 run came on a Decker Thomas solo home run in the first inning. The Indians will have 2, 3, and 4 up. Coomer, Russell, and Kemp. I think Coomer has the only base hit for the Indians. He lined a single in the right center field. He adds to that 517 average, 30 for 58. And he's looking to tie it up here with one swing of the bat. Singleton. Long look in. Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. Coomer's probably going to get a lot of breaking stuff here. Singleton. Everything from the stretch, even with no runners on. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Coomer had a really nice rip at it. He fouled it over that first base dugout. You can see Brayton's focused on hitting the ball the other way. Singleton, he's really staying away from some of these power guys in the Adair County lineup. And that's what you got to do. You got to hit it the other way. Try to pull it. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Singleton with the 1-1 pitch. Swung on a little flare that's going to fall harmlessly foul down the first base line right off the end of the bat. So Singleton's way ahead of Coomer. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coomer, 6'4" right-handed hitter, going to Moorhead State. The ball might have had a scuff place on it. Hit right off the end of the bat. Looked like a cue ball. It was miscued right down the first base line. Hayes couldn't get to it. Probably going to see some kind of off-speed pitch here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rocks, kicks, shoots. Coomer, ground ball, base hit into left field. And Coomer, he's 2 for 2 today. Brayton, he's looked sharp today at the plate. He did steal a base also his first time up. Bryce Russell, the junior, checks in at .395, 22 runs batted in. He said 7 home runs. It'd be a great time for number 8 right here. Russell digs in. A third baseman's anticipating a bunt. He's way in. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the outside corner for a ball. This is a really good hit and run count right here if Coach McQuarrie wants to put something in motion. Singleton. He checked Coomer about 3 times his first time up. He's going to check over there again. He's very cognizant of his speed. Bryce also with 8 doubles. Third baseman Abel scooted back. Here's a check over there at first. Russell digs back in. As we said earlier, Singleton, a very slow worker. Very effective. Here's a 1-0 pitch. It gets by the catcher. It was a fastball. He airmailed it. Coomer's going to move up easily. And now if you're Ryan McQuarrie here 2-0, do you bunt him over? If you're Bryce here, you're really wanting to hit the ball to the right side of the field. Bryce is also ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. He's probably going to get a good pitch to hit here. A lot of wheels moving here. The first baseman, Hayes, comes in. He's expecting a bunt. Here's a 2-0 pitch. It's a curveball, stays away. 3 balls and no strikes. So Singleton in danger of putting the first 2 guys on base here in this home half of the 4th. The Indians just trail at 1-0. Here's a 3-0 pitch. It's up high for a ball, and he walks on 4 pitches.
Now that is 17, Jasper Tim.
The zone has definitely got tighter behind the plate as the games went on. Jasper trying to help himself. He grounded to third his first time up. He's hitting .406 this year. 6 doubles and a home run. A really good contact hitter. That's what you want up right here. Jasper really looking to put the ball in play, trying to find a hole. You see if McQuarrie's going to bunt the runners over. Your go-ahead runs at first base. Your tying run is at second base. Nobody out. So a lot of options here, but one of your better hitters. Here's Singleton from the stretch. Kemp looks like he's swinging. He takes a fastball right on the inside corner. You've also got the double steal possibility here with these two young men. They really run well, both of them. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball stays off the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. The third baseman's almost in enough where he's going to have a hard time getting back there on a stolen base attempt. Kemp digs back in. Here's a pitch down inside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Jasper, he'll be looking for something right here. He'll be on time. He's going to get a fastball right here. Fastball count. Singleton. Stretch. Here's a pitch. It was a curveball. Call strike. What a pitch. I would have been dead red fastball right there. 2 runners on, nobody out. Great pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Curveball. Stays up high for a ball. Full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now what are you getting? If you're Jasper, you're not sure. You've seen a 2-1 curveball. You've seen the fastball early in the count. Runners Coomer at second. Russell at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Coomer's going. Ball down low, and that'll load the bases. Ball 4. So the Indians have got them loaded with nobody out, and LaRue County's going to call time. Addie, we're going to send it back for a 30-second commercial. We'll be back as the Hawks gather at the mound to discuss the situation. 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 4th, but the Indians have got something cooking when we come back.
Hey, I'm hitting McDonald's for a coffee run. How do you take your coffee?
With an Egg White Delight McMuffin.
You take your coffee with an Egg White Delight.
What's coffee without breakfast?
Right. Okay, how about you, Joe?
1 cream, 1 sugar, 1 Egg White Delight.
Uh-huh. John? Black. So you don't want an Egg White Delight?
No, I want 2 of them. McDonald's McCafe coffee and the Egg White Delight McMuffin are great apart, but amazing together. So, how do you take yours? McCafe, proud to serve the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic teams at participating McDonald's.
We're back. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in the home half of the 4th. Indians on the short end of a 1-0 score. Aiden Smith looking to get the job done here. The long look in. He's going to call time. Singleton is a very, very methodical workmate. He has the longest stare in at the catcher I've ever seen. First baseman's playing in. Third baseman's in on the grass. Smith fouls it straight back. Had a good rip at that fastball. Aiden's got to just shorten up. Even if you hit into a double play in the middle of the infield, you're going to score a run. So you just put the ball in play here. Aiden runs well. The strikeout is the one thing you cannot have. Here's the stretch. Singleton. Curveball, swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. That was a big strikeout right there. Dax Kahn. Dax did put it in play first time. He grounded to shortstop. Dax Kahn, a right-handed hitter, sophomore. 10 for 40 on the season. Singleton from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Coomer at third. Russell at second. Kemp at first. 1 out in the inning. Indians trail at 1-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Kahn. It was a straight squeeze, it looked like. It wasn't a safety. Coomer was barreling down the line. Kahn fouled it straight back. The problem with the squeeze in this situation, and Singleton knew it, is that ball was 2.5, 3 foot out of the strike zone, and Kahn did what he's supposed to do. He's got to get the bunt down. He was able to foul it off, but now he's in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Down low for a ball. Kahn's probably going to get a breaking ball right here if I was guessing. Singleton been really good with that breaking ball from the left side. 1-0. Indians with the bases loaded, 1 out. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the sophomore Kahn. Singleton. On the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Here's a bunt, and that's a squeeze. Everybody's going to be safe. The first baseman charged. The catcher came up with it, and what a gutsy call by McQuarrie, and what a great job by Kahn. He's going to get a base hit out of that and an RBI. Dax did a great job on a 1-2 pitch. What a gutsy call, because that ball's probably going to be off the plate being 1-2, and it was. Kahn just reached out there and was able to bunt it down the first base line to tie the game. So now you got Sinclair with the go-ahead run at third base. And he squares, and we got a foul ball. And if he bunts through that, the catcher's going to tag Russell out. So great play by Sinclair to at least get a piece of it. You're usually more apt to see the safety squeeze. If the bunt is successful, then you come. But McQuarrie on back-to-back, he had the suicide going. You bunt through it, you're out. Sinclair digs back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Pulled his head out. Missed it. It was way early. No balls and 2 strikes. Sinclair, he struck out his first time up. Bases loaded, 1 out. We're all tied at 1 apiece. Here's the pitch. It bounces up there. Pretty good job by Hughes. Blocked that ball up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Indians looking for just some kind of contact, some kind of ground ball. Score that go-ahead run. Singleton with a long look in. And he's going to fake the throw to second. Nothing going on there. On the squeeze, the second baseman did not rotate. First baseman charged. Nobody was at the bag. So Sinclair digs back in. He's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Singleton, the big lefty, stretch way outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Sinclair's got to see several pitches here. Now, he tried the suicide a while ago, was successful on a 1 ball and 2 strike count. Here's the stretch. He's going to go again. He gets it down. That's going to be the go-ahead run. Sinclair did a great job. Got the bunt down on a suicide right back to the pitcher. But to no avail, that's going to score the run. So we're going to call that a sacrifice. That's going to go 1-3, the put out. That's going to score Russell. So Coomer was the tying run. Bryce Russell was the go-ahead run. 2-1 Indians lead it. Great job of manufacturing runs here in this bottom half of the 4th inning. What a big opportunity this would be if Jagger could somehow find a hole here. He's going to square and bunt it down the first baseline. LaRue County has been very vulnerable. Is Adair County just attempted the 3rd straight bunt in a row? I like it. I really like this. It's really a gutty move with 2 strikes both times. 2 suicides with the batter with 2 strikes. Crazy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he can't get the bat back. It was inside, but I think it hit off the nub, off the end of the bat. No balls and 2 strikes. So Jagger trying to find a hole right here. No balls and 2 strikes. The Indians have claimed the lead here in the 4th. 2-1. Good high school baseball game. Singleton from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. And Jagger Kemp was about halfway down the line. Pulled it back. One ball and 2 strikes. There's 2 outs in the inning. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the Indians. But not before they get 2 runs on 2 base hits, and they leave 2 runners. We're headed to the top of the 5th. 2-1 Indians over the LaRue County Hawks on the Indian Radio Network.
Kentucky Farm Bureau loves Kentucky, especially its people. And we love Kentucky too much to see folks hurt by distracted driving. When you're behind the wheel, anything less than your undivided attention on driving puts you and others at risk. Join Kentucky Farm Bureau in getting the word out about the risks of distracted driving. Encourage others to drive distraction-free and pledge to do so yourself. A message brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. KFB loves KY.
Adair County Farm Bureau North Boomer Lewis is a proud supporter of Adair County Athletics.
We're back here. I want to go through our sponsor list. Bank of Columbia, Adair County Animal Hospital. Edward Jones, Joe Willis, Financial Advisor. Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff. Adair County Farm Bureau North, Boomer Lewis. Game Day Sports. For any of your sports needs, give Craig Feast a call. Roy Ayala at Fiesta, Mexico. Adair County Board of Education. TJ Health of Columbia. J&S Auto Sales. Kentucky Sanitation, and Lindsey Wilson College. So the Indians now have flipped the script after trailing most of the game 1-0. They now find themselves ahead 2-1. And LaRue County is going to have the top of their lineup up here in the 5th inning. Thompson, Thomas, and Singleton. Kemps went the whole way for the Indians. Swung on, and here's a fly ball that's going to get out of play. Thompson singled into left center field and then struck out his second time up. He was also caught stealing. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball stays away. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swung on, a line drive into right center field. Let's see if Giz can get to it. He can't. Gets by him for extra bases all the way to the wall. Thompson's going to hold up at second with a double. Lucas Thompson, the senior, with a line drive in the gap in the right center field. That's going to bring up Thomas. Decker Thomas. It's second in the order. He had a home run in the first inning. Single, followed up with a single in the third inning. Here's a bunt. Fouls it straight back. We're looking to move the tying run to third base with less than 2 outs. Unsuccessful. The way he's swinging it, I don't know. So Decker Thomas behind in the count. No balls and a strike. Kemp from the stretch. He's going to bunt it to for pitcher. He comes up with it. Kemp. He's going to throw it to Kahn for the out. And Kellen Lobb is questioning something. And Anthony Childress is going to meet with Clay Cone down there at first base on the play at first base. And they're going to say safe. Clay Cone is going to overrule Childress. Coach McQuarrie's coming out for a few words. I just don't know how you can overrule the base umpire there. Kahn was covering. It was a bunt back to the pitcher. The ball beat the runner by about 2 steps, but I don't know if Dax wasn't on the bag. I don't know what the call was. So LaRue County now first and third, nobody out for Big Singleton. And there's a ball just off the inside corner. Singleton reached on an error and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Ryan McQuarrie's going to go to the mound. We're going to take a 30-second timeout on the Indian Radio Network.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering enchiladas, burrito supreme, pollo acapulco, and many other favorites. They will gladly serve your large group. To make your reservation, call them today at 270-384-6004.
So LaRue County on a very controversial call, a leadoff double and then a bunt to try to move the runner over. Young man called safe at first base on a ball that beat him by a long way. Here's a lead at first. Curveball, hard hit ball to Kahn. Kahn's going to go to Russell, over to Coomer, and that'll do it. 4-6-3 double play. The run's going to score to tie the game. But the Indians are going to get two big outs on a hard hit ball by Singleton. So Singleton's going to hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Hughes takes a call strike. We're in the fifth. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. Curveball hit deep into left center field. And that's going to hit the bottom of the wall. Hughes is going to trot into second with a double. Got over Jagger's head. It was tailing. It was a left-handed hitter. Kind of started off in the left center. Hit right at the base of the wall for a double.
Now batting number 2, Skaggs.
So that's the go-ahead run. Skaggs is flied to left. He struck out in his 2 appearances. Skaggs hitting .419, 31 for 74, so a really dangerous hitter. Jasper from the stretch. Fastball down low. Mattingly's the pinch runner at second. Here's the pitch lined into left center field, and that's going to find the gap. That's going to give LaRue County the lead as Hughes is going to go into second. Bang, bang play. Safe is the call from Anthony Childers. So give Skaggs a 2-out double and an RBI. Give LaRue County the lead 3-2. Hard hit ball in the left center field. Perfectly placed. Adair County's got some serious speed out there with Gist and Kemp. They just unable to run it down. It's going to bring up Miller. Southpaw grounded to short and struck out. Swung on. Here's a high chopper to Kahn at second. He's going to make the easy play over to Coomer, and that's going to retire the Hawks. But not before LaRue County gets 2 runs on 3 base hits, and they leave a runner. We're headed to the home half of the 5th. 3-2 LaRue County over the Indians.
No matter who you cheer for, Game Day Sports has the gear to show your team pride. From jerseys and hats to hoodies and more, we've got apparel for every fan. Whether it's high school, college, or pro, if you love them, we've got it. Stop by Game Day Sports today and gear up for the season. Game Day Sports, where every day is game day.
At the Adair County Board of Education, they are dedicated to shaping bright futures. From innovative classrooms to top-notch teachers, they provide the tools and support students need to succeed. Whether in academics, athletics, or the arts, they are committed to helping every student reach their full potential. Because when our students succeed, our community thrives. Adair County Schools, learning today, leading tomorrow.
I want to thank all of our sponsors here. As LaRue County, after Adair County gets 2 in the bottom of the 4th, LaRue County comes back of 2 of their own in the top of the 5th to take a 3-2 lead. Singleton went the distance for LaRue County. Braden Singleton got a 2.13 ERA. Singleton is a sophomore, so he's got a lot of baseball left to play. He's going to be a problem in this 5th region for a while. Big left-hander, probably in the middle 80s. Jared and I are in the TJ Regional Broadcasting booth behind home plate here at Adair County High School with 20 locations. TJ Regional Health promotes and provides for the health and wellness of the communities they serve. Total local care. Indians are going to have 9-1-2. Gist, Martin, and Coomer here in the bottom of the fifth. 3-2. Scoreboard update brought to you by Adair County PVA Land and Edwards. Gist digs in. He popped up to the catcher his first time up. Takes a fastball low and inside. A partly cloudy afternoon. The flag is motionless in center field, literally no wind. There's a curveball. Ooh, must have caught the bottom of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Gist got good speed if he can find a way on. Thought maybe McQuarrie might be bunting him here. That speed. Indians had a lot of success bunting the ball in the last inning. There's a 1-2 pitch. Way outside, down for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gist digs back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball, and he's going to hook it foul. Down the left field line. Robbie Harmon giving chase. Gist digs back in. Singleton, the long look in. Fastball. He tried to get a little extra giddy up. Was up in the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Singleton rocks, kicks. And the pitch. Ball 4. As the scoreboard was 1 ball short, so it was full. That was a tight pitch off the outside corner. So Gist does exactly what you ask him to do out of the 9-hole. With that good speed, he's on. And we might see Zane Gist on the move here as Alex Martin digs in. He lined out, a solid out right at the shortstop his first time up, and then hit a high, lazy fly ball to center field. He's 0 for 2. Gist with about a 3-step lead over there. He's coming to the plate. Martin swings and misses. Snap throw down to first. Back easily. Martin, he's a reliable contact guy. He's going to put it in play most of the time. That ball was up and out. He couldn't catch up to it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slide step. Martin's going to get a bunt down. Singleton feels it, throws to first for the out, moves the runner. That's a sac bunt. And they're going to sacrifice Gist over to second with Coomer coming up. They're going to walk Coomer. That's an intentional walk. That's going to bring up Russell. Coomer trots down to first. I had that noted in my notes. 17 base on balls. He's hitting over 500 with 11 home runs, but been walked now 18 times. Probably more than half of those are intentional walks. Now in high school, you don't even have to throw to the hitter. You just tell the umpire you want to put him on. So Russell looking to make this move backfire. He's a 500 hitter of his own. 395. That average has dropped. He's been in the mid-400s. 30 for 76, 22 runs batted in, 8 doubles, 7 home runs. He also runs well, 12 for 13 on stolen bases. Bryce hits from the right side. He's looking for a fastball right here. He can clobber. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. So Singleton a little bit, when the Adair County's put some pressure on him with runners on, he hasn't been as effective in the zone. When you let him cruise out there with nobody on, he's zoned in. Indians putting a little game pressure on him now. LaRue leads at 3-2. If you just joined us, bottom of the fifth, what a ball game. You got 23 wins. They're 23-4. Here's a snap throw to second. Gist is back easily. Indians, they won 6 out of 7 of their own.
Ready right here, 6?
He lost to the Russell County Lakers yesterday, 7-3 at Russell County. But prior to that, 6 straight wins. Here's a pitch. Curveball, call strike. And again, that's pitching backwards. A 2-0 breaking ball there. Here, Russell, you got to be fooled. I think a pretty good take there. 2-1.
Got it, 6.
Even though it was a call strike, Coomer at first, Gist, the Speeds are down at second. Here's a pitch. Here's a high chopper to third. Abel is going to tag and throw to first, not in time.
Come on, 17, be aggressive.
Gist is going to be tagged out on a force. So that's going to be a force. And it's going to bring up Jasper Kemp. Jasper's grounded to third and walked. Indians trail at 3-2. Looking for a big 2-out hit right here. Singleton, the long look in. Singleton, the long look. He's going to throw back to second. He's really trying to keep Coomer close. We could see Coomer on the move here. Him and Russell both run real well. Second baseman diving in, trying to keep Coomer close. Singleton comes to the plate, way outside for a ball. We're approaching an hour and 45 minutes, and that chili dog with cheese really starting to sound good. Any boosters, you got the radio on down there. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. So Kemp is ahead in the count here. He's looking for something he can pepper. Good count to hit in right here. Coomer at second, Russell at first. 3-2, LaRue leads it. Here's a curveball way outside. 3 balls and no strikes, so he's in danger of losing Kemp. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Call strike at the knee. Singleton, the big left-hander. Kemp's out of the box. He's going to dig back in. Here's a 3-1 pitch. He's going to pick back the second. Ball gets through, but not far enough for Coomer to advance. A shortstop retrieves it. Singleton doing everything he can to keep Coomer close out there at second base. Kemp digs back in. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's inside for a ball. That's going to load him up for Aiden Smith. So Aiden looking to do some damage. LaRue County leads it 3-2, but the Indians with the bases loaded and 2 outs, looking for that 2-out hit. Kellen Lobb is going to the mound, and that's probably going to be it for Singleton. It is. And we're going to take a 1-minute break here on the Indian Radio Network as we got a pitching change here in Columbia. We'll be back.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today. Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creekbend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started. Gist Construction, your partner in perfecting your property.
This is Tim Hardy with Don Franklin Nissan. Are you looking for a vehicle? Wondering where you're going to buy or why? Let me tell you why Don Franklin Nissan. Don Franklin Nissan has the 10-year unlimited mile powertrain coverage. We have our Don Franklin certified program. Don Franklin has a fully staffed service department. We do front-end alignments. We sell tires. Our sales staff of David Powell, Brent McLeod, Peggy Moss, Blaine Hart are here for your needs. Aaron McLeod in finance. We have more vehicles than anybody in the state. That's why Don Franklin Nissan. Local service, local people, huge inventory. Don Franklin Nissan is a one-stop shop for all your automotive needs.
Skaggs,
a neighborhood, school, kid.
18 and 2/3, 1 earned run, 6 walks versus 17 strikeout. He's got 2 saves and a .38 ERA. So this young man has been here before, done that. Indians looking to do some damage here with 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Skaggs comes into the game. Aiden Smith. Aiden with a pair of strikeouts today. Skaggs with a curveball. They're going to call it a strike on the inside corner. That ball looked in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Smith hooks it foul on the left field line. Skaggs is ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. He's a right-hander. He's not very big. He's kind of got a funky motion. But his job right here is to get 1 out here in the 5th. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's going to hit Smith. That's going to tie the ball game up. He hit him right on the hand, wrist area. So that's going to be a hit by pitch, and that's going to be an RBI for Smith. And that's going to bring up Dax Kahn with the go-ahead run down there at third base. We saw Skaggs go really in on the 1 strike pitch that I didn't think was a strike. It almost hit Smith. So we're all tied up. Kahn. Here's a curveball for a call strike. It's kind of a slurve. It's in Little League, you throw the old roundhouse curveball. It's kind of a roundhouse look. It's not a 12-6 curveball. Just got to stay in and hit that thing. He's around the plate. Swing and a miss. Kahn looking to give the Indians a lead right here with 2 outs. A base is full, but he's behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's outside for a ball. Good miss right there by Skaggs. I'm sure he's going to come back with that little roundhouse curveball right here. See if Dax can get up on a plate, catch it before it breaks. They moved Singleton over to first base. Fastball, swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the Indians' 5th. They do tie it up. They get 1 run on 1 base hit, and we're going to the top of the 6th. We're all knotted at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services of wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains. To join their team, apply online at cumberlandpipeline.com. At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
We're back here on the Indian Radio Network as we're headed to the 6th inning, and it's been Jasper Kemp. He's went the distance for the Indians. We're all tied at 3 apiece. It's been a really good ball game. He'll have 7, 8, and 9 to work with for LaRue County. Abel, Hayes, and Cahoe. Abel with a strikeout and a walk today. The bottom half really got it done for LaRue County the last time through. Abel digs in. Jagger winds, kicks, and the first pitch of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that was a changeup. A really nice pitch. Abel's way out in front of it. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball just misses below the knees. One ball and 1 strike. Here's a pitch. In the dirt. It was that changeup again. Two balls and a strike to the 7-hitter for LaRue County. The Hawks of LaRue County, they are the 1 seed. Swung on and fouled straight back. They'll play the Caverna Colonels, who are 0-6 in the district. That'll match Hard and Green up. Abel digs back in. Kemp. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside corner. Full count. Both dugouts are chirping. Here's the payoff pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Abel was fooled. Jasper went with the old hook there. Abel was looking fastball. Great pitch. Threw it for strike. That's going to bring up Hayes. Oh, Edwards is hitting for Hayes. Okay. Edwards for Hayes. He takes a fastball above the letters. 1 ball and no strikes. The lights are starting to come on here at Adair County Park. Edwards lines it foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jasper, for the most part, worked ahead today. Kemp back on the rubber. Edwards digs in, right-handed hitter. Now Kemp's going to step back off the rubber. Now he's ready to go. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and bunted right back to him. It's an easy out. So Edwards tries to get on base there with a bunt single, but he bunted it right back to the pitcher. That's going to go 1-3. Easy play for Kemp. That's going to bring Cahoe. Cahoe singled, caught stealing in the third. Popped up to the first baseman his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Here's a call strike at the knees. Go back to the top of the order next inning, or excuse me, after this hitter. We hope it's the next inning. Here's a ball in the dirt. I think Martin took that one off the kneecap maybe. Stunned him a little bit. He's okay. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 to Cahoe. Swung on and popped up. Coomer might have room. He's over there near the LaRue County dugout. He squeezes it, and that'll do it for the 6th. LaRue County 6. They go 1, 2, 3. We're headed to the home half of the 6th, all knotted up at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is proud to sponsor our local baseball and softball teams. With a deep commitment to community support and engagement, Jamie Richard stands beside our talented athletes, empowering them both on and off the field. As a dedicated supporter, Jamie prioritizes uplifting our youth and fostering community spirit. Whether you're cheering on a game or practicing hard, know that Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, is here to support you every step of the way.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network. We're all tied up at 3. The last 2 games that Jared and I have done here, one went 10 innings and one went 9. So don't be surprised if it didn't go extra innings, as we seem to be the jinx for that, as long as the Indians come out on top. Sinclair is going to lead it off in the 6th. 7, 8, 9 for the Indians. Skaggs swings and misses. Sinclair does on the Skaggs delivery curveball. He struck out and bunted and got an RBI. He was a part of that back-to-back 2-strike squeeze deal. The ball on the outside corner. This guy's given up. I had to look at that again. He's given up 1 earned run in 18 in the 3rd innings. That's crazy. There's a curveball for a call strike.
Up in the box.
He's a lockdown. He's got a herky-jerky motion. He throws a little, I call it a slurve. It's not really doesn't throw hard enough to be a slider. Skaggs, here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. That was a fastball right on the outside corner. That'll do it for Sinclair. I'm really impressed with this guy. He's not very big, but he's a gamer. He's going to bring up Jagger Kemp. He tries to bunt, bunts through it. Adair County, this 8 and 9 group trying to get on base for the top of that order. Swing and a miss on that slurve. No balls and 2 strikes. Jagger Kemp digs back in. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Kemp.
Towards the pitcher.
Going to bring up Gist. Brady Skaggs.
Come on, open the box.
Gist, he's looking to play long ball here. There's a fastball just off the outside corner. He's sneaky quick is what I would call him. All that slurve stuff makes his fastball look a lot faster than it really is. Here's a pitch. Gibbs tried to hang in there and take that slurve off the shirt. It was inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is down low for a ball. 3 balls and no strike. I stand corrected. 3 balls and no strikes. So Gist looking to get on for Martin. Here's a 3-0 pitch. It's outside for a ball. And we're probably going to see Gist trying to steal a base here. He's the go-ahead run. So will Alex Martin give him a pitch to run on? Coach McQuarrie goes through those signs. Gist on the season, he's been successful 13 out of 14 times on stolen base attempts. Skaggs from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Gist is going. It was a curveball, and he slides in easily. The throw's late. It got away from the second baseman anyway, and that's going to put the go-ahead run now at second base. So Gist with a stolen base. So Martin looking for a 2-out hit. You know, if you're Alex Martin right here, you're going to get some pitches around the zone because Coomer's on deck. They do not want to face Coomer. So you got to be ready to hit right here. Martin, he's going to get something to hit right here. Here's a pitch. Slurve, a little flare out behind first base could be trouble. The right fielder comes on and makes the play as he was close to the foul line, and that's going to do it for the Indians. No runs, no hits. They do leave a runner. And we're headed to the top of the 7th, all tied at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
Everyone's talking about the easy way to do your banking. And the best part? It's free. The First and Farmers National Bank mobile banking app allows you the freedom to make the deposit right from your mobile device. While you're on the mobile app, you can also transfer money, pay your bills, and check your balance. If you haven't already, download the First and Farmers National Bank mobile app today. Just one more way we're putting you first. Deposit limits apply. Standard rates and fees may apply from your wireless carrier. First and Farmers National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
market declines, unemployment, oil prices. Don't let headlines derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Joe Willis. For help, stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, member SIPC. I'll get around to it someday. Hopefully that's not your saving or retirement strategy. I'm Joe Willis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Let's make someday into today. Stop by our office at 326 Public Square, Suite 102. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network, and if you've tuned in or you're watching or listening or both, you've got to see a dandy today. Is 3-3, the Indians and the Hawks here as we head to the top of the seventh, and that's going to bring in Bryce Russell as Jasper close the book on him. 6 innings, and I'll go through the numbers here. Let's see. LaRue County had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 3 runs on 6 hits. So, in one Adair County era. But great effort by Kemp. He's going to go to first base. That's going to put Coomer at third base. Looks like Aiden Smith's going to go play shortstop. So the Indians have shuffled the deck a little bit as far as defensive alignment. Bryce Russell, he has experience on the mound. Let's try to get you some numbers here. Let's see here. Bryce still taking his warm-up tosses. Try to get you some numbers on Mr. Russell here. Bryce, he's appeared in 8 games. He started in, 8 games, started 3 games this year. 19 in the third innings, giving up 24 hits, 15 runs, 12 earned runs, 9 walks versus 18 strikeouts. So Bryce, from those numbers, is going to be around the plate. And this is LaRue County's big opportunities. They've got the top of the lineup up, Thompson, Thomas, and Singleton. Thompson with a single and a double sandwiched in a strikeout. He's 2 for 3. As he hits here in the top of the 7th. Russell winds, kicks. Here's a changeup, stays upstairs for a ball. Russell. Here's a call, strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Thompson. He's 368 on the year, 32 for 87, 27 RBI, 7 doubles, a pair of home runs. It's a good hitter. Russell misses with that 1-1 pitch down low. 2 balls and a strike. Thompson digs back in. He's a lefty. Russell misses away. Bryce is trying to really be careful with Thompson, but you have no place to put him as he represents the go-ahead run. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Here's a call, strike on the outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Russell winds, kicks. Here's the payoff. Swung on a high fly ball into short left center field as Gist is going to run it down in almost straightaway left field. He called off Kemp at the last minute. I think Kemp had a beat on it as well. That ball was, we had a good view of it. It was tailing toward the left fielder. And but the center fielder, he does have, he's the leader of that outfield. He's got the ultimate call. And he called off Kemp, made the play for the first out of the inning. Decker Thomas takes a strike. He's homered in this one. Singled, reached on an error. Decker Thomas digs in. He's a righty. Swung on a high fly ball in the short right field. Brock's got a beat on it. Kahn's got a beat on it. Brody Brock runs it down on a tough play in shallow right field, hovering right on the foul line. So we want to really be careful here with Singleton. Let's see what McQuarrie's going to do here. It's a tough call. You don't want to walk the go-ahead run, especially the way this guy runs. But he can also hit one out of the ballpark on you, too. He's got one home run on the year. Russell challenges him. Calls strike at the knees. Singleton digs back in. Big left-handed hitter. There's a fastball up and away. Indians looking to hold them here and put one up in the bottom of the seventh. We're all tied at 3 apiece. Scoreboard update brought to you by Landon Edwards at Adair County PVA. Swung on and fouled back. Russell challenged him with a belt-high fastball. Reach back, get a little extra on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The junior right-hander. He steps back on the rubber. Singleton digs in from the left side. He's right up on the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Russell gets a new baseball from Kevin Claycomb. He's ready to go. Pitch misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex Martin was set up out there. And to really be careful with Singleton. Curveball. Stays upstairs. Counts full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit deep to center field. But Gist has got a bead on it, and he's going to make the play in straightaway center field. So 1, 2, 3 for that top of that lineup for LaRue County. That was big. Russell holds them in check. Indians, they're looking for 1 run as we head to the bottom of the 7th. All tied at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
Life is fast-paced, and we know you're always on the move. That's why we're excited about Bank of Columbia's mobile app, your convenient banking solution that fits right in the palm of your hand.
Need to check your balance? No problem. With just a few taps, you can instantly view your account balance, transaction history, and even receive real-time notifications about your spending.
Download our mobile banking app and experience banking at your fingertips. Visit our website at bankcolumbia.com to learn more about our mobile app. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Animal Care Veterinarian Center, they treat your pets like family. From routine checkups, teeth cleaning, to emergency surgery and overnight boarding, as well as large animals. Located in Burkesville and Columbia, call them anytime at 270-864-2224. Just listen to what their clients have to say.
They came in after hours to help my fur baby.
Friendly staff and excellent treatment of my dogs.
Where tails wag and hearts heal. Call today.
We're back here on the Indian Radio Network, and we're all tied at 3 apiece as Skaggs looks to work in his 3rd inning of relief. He's got 2 saves this year. He's got a .38 ERA. He don't give up many. Matter of fact, he's given up 1 all year. .38. Let's see if I can get a little info for him. Skaggs is a junior, so he will be back next year. 18 2/3 innings. He's appeared in 9 games, 1 earned run, .38 ERA, so unbelievable. But he's facing Adair County's probably he's their best hitter as far as power and average, Coomer. He was 5-17 coming into the day, and he's had a perfect day. 2 hits and a walk. Skaggs. Curveball stays away from Coomer. Brayton, he hits to all fields. You can't just work him away. He's going to hit it out there, too. He has the day twice. There's a fastball way outside and low. So Skaggs is, he looks a little bit scared to challenge Coomer here, and I can understand why. Coomer can end this thing with one swing of the bat. He's got 11 on the year. Here's a pitch, curveball, and he tried to hit that one up to the new middle school. Missed it. Come out of his absolute shoes.
Go, Kobe, accept. Come on, good job. Get
That
up.
was a curveball.
Go, Bob.
Here's a curveball, stays away, 3-1. So Will Skaggs challenged with a fastball. Coomer represents the winning run, not the go-ahead run. We're in the bottom of the seventh, all tied at 3 apiece. Skaggs, everything's from the stretch. Curveball, call strike. It was a good pitch right on the outside corner. I think Coomer was looking fastball. Skaggs says, I'm not giving in. I'm going to throw the hook. Probably come back with Uncle Charlie here, 3-2. Here's a pitch. Curveball. Coomer hits it high and deep in the left center field. Center fielder's got a bead on it right back near the warning track, and he makes the play. So a long out for Coomer. You could tell it, when it came off the bat, it just didn't sound solid. It was hit high enough, but Russell. What a great time for Bryce's 8th of the year. Skaggs from the stretch. Fastball stays away. Russell digs back in. Skaggs, everything's from the stretch. Here's a hook, call strike. It's kind of a in between a curveball and a slider. I'm going to call it a slurve. It doesn't really have a sharp break. Russell's going to rip it back up the middle for a base hit in the center field. So that's going to be a one-out single. And Russell got that slurve, and he took care of it. Coomer just ended this ball game. Russell on the season, he's 12 of 13 on swipe bags. He is definitely a threat to steal a base. Will we see Russell in motion? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say Jasper swinging away, and I'm going to say Kemp's going to try to steal the bag. Indians have been 100% today. No, Kemp's going to square the bunt, takes a strike. Bryce Russell represents the winning run over there at first base. Skaggs is pretty quick to the plate. Going to be hard to get a huge jump. He's going to square. He's going to take a strike, throw down to first. Singleton picks it out of the dirt. Back easily. But the biggest story is Kemp's down, no balls and 2 strikes. I don't know. They almost look like fake bunts as Jasper pulled them back. 2 balls close to they were strikes. Kemp digs back in. We haven't seen any indication yet of a Russell on the move. He's got a short 2.5-step lead over there. Kemp's going to bunt with 2 strikes. Skaggs feels it, throws to Singleton. The out's recorded, but the go-ahead run now is at second base. Aiden Smith. He's looking to find a hole and end this thing. Got good speed out there at second base. Aiden on the day. He struck out twice, and his last time up was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded and tied the game. So Aiden digs in. 2 outs in the inning. Winning run at second base. We're in the bottom of the 7th. All tied at 3 apiece. Skaggs from the stretch. Swung on, and Aid's going to pop it straight up to Skaggs on the mound, and he's going to make the play, and that's going to do it. No runs. Indians had one base hit. They leave a runner. We're headed to extras. We're all tied at 3 apiece.
Christy Irvin, nurse practitioner with TJ Health Columbia Clinic, provides quality care for the whole family. From wellness visits to pre-colonoscopy screenings, Christy provides expert, compassionate care for patients 6 months and up. Whether it's your toddler's checkup or preparing for your next procedure, Christy is here to keep you healthy every step of the way. Call the TJ Health Columbia Clinic today to schedule your next appointment.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Playing some extra baseball here at Adair County High School. We're all tied at 3 apiece, headed to the top of the 8th. As LaRue County's got 4, 5, and 6. Hughes, Skaggs, and Miller. Hughes struck out, grounded to second. Doubled. He's 1 for 3. Russell. He digs in. Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. Russell digs back in. Swung on a high, deep fly ball down the right field line. Foul ball. That was a line drive that Hughes turned on. Hughes 403 on the year, a left-handed hitter, 31 for 77, 22 runs batted in, 5 doubles, 3 triples, and a home run. Russell, 1 ball and 1 strike after the long foul. Swung on, change up. That's a line drive into center field for a base hit. So Hughes leads off this top of the 8th with a solid single. And here's the pitcher, the relief pitcher, Skaggs. Skaggs flew out to left, struck out, and doubled. He's 1 for 3. Well, we see Skaggs trying to get a bunt down. Russell from the stretch. Hughes with about a 2.5-step lead over there at first base. Here's a bunt and a good one. Pushed down the first base line. Russell gets to it. He flips to Kemp for the sacrifice. The Indians get the out.
Now batting number 5, Miller.
That's going to bring up Miller. He's 0 for 3 today. A pair of ground outs and a strikeout. Jasper Kemp, he went 6. A really good quality start for Jasper. Give up 3 runs on 6 hits. Gave way to Bryce Russell in the 7th. This is Bryce's 2nd inning of work. Miller digs in, 0 for 3. He hits from the left side, too. There's a change-up that's bounced foul. Miller was leaning out on his front foot there. That was a changeup from Bryce. Gets ahead, no ball and a strike. We appreciate all of our viewers. We appreciate all of our sponsors. Gibbs Construction, Franklin Nissan, Adair County PVA Land and Edwards, McDonald's, Cumberland Pipeline, Gypsy Joe Lee, Barger Insurance, First and Farmers Bank. Here's a call, strike 2 on the outside. Bank of Columbia, Adair County Animal Hospital, and Edward Jones, Joe Willis Financial Advisor, Jamie Richard, Adair County Sheriff, Boomer Lewis with the Adair County Farm Bureau North, Game Day Sports, Fiesta Mexico. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Bounces up there. Martin blocks it up. Fiesta Mexico, Adair County Board of Education, TJ Health Columbia, J&S Auto Sales, Kentucky Sanitation, and Lindsey Wilson College. Here's the 1-2 pitch to the lefty. Bounces up there, and Martin again blocks it up how you're supposed to. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miller, he's 405 on the year. Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. He's 34 for 84 with 21 runs batted in. And Russell, who was ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, steps back on the rubber for the payoff pitch. Go-ahead runs at second. 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on a hard hit ball. Kahn moves to his right, makes the play, throws to Kemp for the out as the runner moves to third base. So that place is going to go 4-3, and that's going to bring up Abel.
Now batting number 3, Abel.
Abel does have a hit today. He struck out twice. Bryce Russell, he's looking to leave that runner at third. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Abel hitting 200 on the year. Sure Russell will go right after him. Here's a pitch. Call strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. Right at the knees. Russell, he's way ahead. His catcher sitting outside, and the pitch is way out there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs apiece. We're in the 8th inning. Here's a pitch. Change up, swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Abel. So the Indians have another opportunity to win it here in the 8th. We're all tied up at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
Looking for reliable and affordable sanitation services in Kentucky? Look no further than Kentucky Sanitation Services. Whether you're tackling a big construction project or just need a small cleanup, offering containers for any size job, a local, friendly team, and competitive prices. Discover the convenience and efficiency of working with Kentucky Sanitation Services. Visit their Facebook page to learn more or give them a call, 270-634-4637. Experience the difference with Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Layla Risen. I am a 2023 high school graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I am well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling and Christian Ministries. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of campus ministries. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
We could be settled in for a while. Get a seat, get a bag of popcorn and a Coke. This young man right here's given up 1 run all year. Indians have thrown it exceptionally well themselves. We could be settled in for a while. We're all tied at 3 apiece, headed to the 8th. The Indians have got 6, 7, and 8. They've got Kahn, Sinclair, and Kemp. What a ball game. Skaggs, the right-hander, we went over his numbers earlier. Appeared in 9 games, 18 and 2/3 innings, giving up 1 earned run. I talked to Kellen Law before the game. Kellen said the strong point of their team was on that heel. We saw it with Singleton. Now we're seeing it with Skaggs. The Indians have matched them pitch for pitch. Kemp and Russell. Both teams have pitched it really well. Kahn, he was a part of that suicide squeeze with the bases loaded. Did a great job on a 2-strike pitch. There's a fastball just off the outside corner. That fastball sneaky for Abel. The slurve makes it look faster. Here's the slurve down low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and no strikes. Kahn digs back in. Here's a fastball call, strike at the knees. He's walked 6 batters and struck out 17. Call strike 2 right on the outside part. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Battle, 1-5 battle.
Kahn digs back in. Strike 3 call right at the knees. That'll do it for the leadoff hitter.
Now batting, 18,
Brody Brock. Brody's got enough power to hit one out of here. He's got 2 on the year. He was DH for today by Sinclair. They're going to drop the DH, let Brody swing it here in the 8th.
Let's go, 18.
Brock digs in. Umpire's getting the change. Skaggs. Curveball, slurve, calls or swinging strike. It was about 6 inches off the plate. Brock digs back in. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians looking for a way to manufacture 1 run. That would win it. Call strike 2 right on the inside corner.
Come on, 18, big hitter.
Skaggs has got 2 pitches, but he didn't walk anybody. There's a 1-2 pitch. And that about hit Brody Brock. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Curveball stays away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Brody's worked the count full. Skaggs is going to step off and fix that hairdo. He's got big hair out there. Tucks it in under his cap. He steps back on the rubber. He's ready for that 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 off the outside corner. So Brody Brock with a 1-out walk. That's going to bring up Jagger Kemp. Brody runs pretty well. Jagger can find a gap. We got some dialogue from Claycomb And the LaRue County dugout is young. Here's a bunt snagged by the third baseman on a dive and catch. He goes back to Singleton for a double play. So the Indians have bunted into a double play. A great play right there by the third baseman, Abel. And that's going to do it for the Indians in the eighth. No runs, no hits. They don't leave anybody. We're headed in the ninth inning. We're all tied at 3 apiece.
Hey, I'm hitting McDonald's for a coffee run. How do you take your coffee?
With an Egg White Delight McMuffin.
You take your coffee with an Egg White Delight.
What's coffee without breakfast?
Right. Okay, how about you, Joe?
1 cream, 1 sugar, 1 Egg White Delight.
Uh-huh. John? Black. So you don't want an Egg White Delight? No.
I want 2 of them. McDonald's McCafe coffee and the Egg White Delight McMuffin are great apart, but amazing together. So, how do you take yours? McCafe, proud to serve the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic teams at participating McDonald's.
Kentucky Farm Bureau loves Kentucky, especially its people. And we love Kentucky too much to see folks hurt by distracted driving. When you're behind the wheel, anything less than your undivided attention on driving puts you and others at risk. Join Kentucky Farm Bureau in getting the word out about the risks of distracted driving. Encourage others to drive distraction-free and pledge to do so yourself. A message brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau. KFB loves KY.
Adair County Farm Bureau North Boomer Lewis is a proud supporter of Adair County Athletics.
Bryce Russell, he's headed out for his 3rd inning of work. Came in relief of Jasper Kemp. Scoreboard update. We're all tied at 3 apiece. Adair County PBA, Landon Edwards. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about property values, Landon and his team are here to help. Visit the Adair County PBA office for accurate property assessments and friendly service. Also, if you want to catch the end of this one on video, go to YouTube, search WAIN Radio. It's on there. Here's a first pitch, a bunt down the third base line. Is going to roll foul. Edwards is hitting. He hit for Hayes in the 6th inning. He's going to stay in. He's going to lead off the 9th. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 for LaRue County. Russell, curveball, hit on a line into center field, but Gist, right at Gist, he's going to stand right there and make an easy play. It was I really wouldn't call it a line drive. It just wasn't hit deep. Gist camped under it for the first out of the inning. Cahoe, he digs in. He's got 1 hit in 3 times up. There's a fastball, stays away. The dialogue was about, Kellen Lobb was arguing the pitcher was shaking his head on that ball 4 pitch to Brody Brock. And the umpire didn't like it. Kellen's argument was that he was frustrated with himself. Go figure. Swung on, popped up. That's going to be in the field of play. Kemp's got room. He's going to come in and make the play. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. We're playing some extra baseball here today.
Now batting number 7, Thompson.
A game like this sure makes it hard on the junior varsity because we're getting late. We're getting 7:41. This game's approaching 3 hours. Has not rained a drop. Some of the LaRue County people couldn't believe it. Been scattered rain all over south central Kentucky today. Thompson swinging a miss. Thompson, he's single, struck out, doubled, fly to center. He's 2 for 4. 368 on the year, 32 for 87. He does have 3 home runs. You got to be careful with him. Here's a pitch, call, strike on the outside corner. His control's been dialed in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bryce on the windup. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for LaRue County. 1, 2, 3. We're headed to the bottom of the ninth. Feel like I'm calling a college or a major league game. It's high school plays 7. We're all tied at 3 apiece on the Indian Radio Network.
You're always welcome at the Fiesta Mexico Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Columbia. There you will experience some of the finest Mexican foods around. Try their daily lunch specials with favorites like chalupa, taco salad, or fajita chimichanga. They'll get you in and out and be back to work in a flash. For dinner, they offer mouthwatering enchiladas, burrito supreme, pollo acapulco, and many other favorites. They will gladly serve your large group. To make your reservation, call them today at 270-384-6004.
No matter who you cheer for, Game Day Sports has the gear to show your team pride. From jerseys and hats to hoodies and more, we've got apparel for every fan. Whether it's high school, college, or pro, if you love them, we've got it. Stop by Game Day Sports today and gear up for the season. Game Day Sports, where every day is game day.
Zane Gist for Adair County will lead off 9-1-2. Gist 9-1-2. He's trying to find a way on for the top of that order. Skaggs, a big slurve, swing and a miss. Ball's about 2 foot off the outside corner. Gist, he popped up to the catcher. He walked twice. He's been on twice. 0 for 1. Skaggs, here's a ball on the outside part. I've got Skaggs' individual numbers, 18 and 2/3 with 1 earned run. Here's a curveball for a ball in the outside corner, off the outside corner. There's a 2-1 pitch. It's off the plate. 3 balls and a strike. So Gist, 1 pitch away from getting on base with that very dangerous top that lineup for the Indians. Swung on a high, deep drive into left field. The left fielder, Miller's back, and he makes the play just short of the warning track for the first out of the inning. So Gist with a good rip at that. Just unable to find a hole. So the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the ninth is retired. It's going to bring up Martin. Alex is lined out. 2 lazy fly balls, 1 to center and 1 to right. Sandwiched in a sacrifice bunt. Here's a call strike on the outside corner. Skaggs. He's been really good day in relief. Martin with a line drive, base hit into left field, and that represents the winning run over there. That's going to bring up Coomer. So Kellen Love's got a decision to make right here. You don't want to put the winning run in scoring position. We saw him walk Coomer intentionally last time up. So what will he do? Coom hit a deep fly ball. He's seen Skaggs, a deep fly ball in the left center field, just short of the warning track his last time up. He's sandwiched in between 2 singles and a walk. He's 2 for 3 today. Skaggs. Here's a pitch way out off the plate. We saw him really try to pitch Coomer away the last time up. We've also seen Coomer hit the ball to all fields. He will hit it that way. Hit a sharp single in the right center field his first time up. Martin with a 3-step lead at first. Here's a stretch pitch. Coomer with a big rip at it. Singleton over next to the fence, and he makes the catch as Coomer fouls out. It was a curveball, and he pulled off of it just a little bit. He tried to hit it out of here, is what he did. So that's going to be a pop-up to the first baseman. It's going to bring up Russell. Russell with 8 doubles and 7 home runs. I don't have any stolen base statistics for Martin down there. He's got a short lead. Skaggs steps off, fakes a throw over there. Back on the rubber. Russell digs in. Swung on. Here's a line drive into left field. That's going to get by the left fielder, Miller. Goes all the way to the fence. Martin, he's going to get to third, and it's going to be a double for Bryce Russell. So the Indians, they got that winning run at third base with 2 outs. You can score a lot more ways from third as you can from second. So if you're Russell right here, you're really just being conservative, not getting a big lead, not getting a secondary lead, because you don't want to get picked off. The only thing that matters is that runner at third. And they're going to walk Kemp. Intentionally to load the bases for Aiden Smith. Aiden struggled today. Aiden struck out in the first, struck out in the fourth, hit by a pitch in the fifth, got an RBI and popped out to the first, to the pitcher his last time up. So LaRue County has nowhere to put him. Smith is going to dig in. He's a right-handed hitter. Aiden on the year, 364, 13 runs batted in. He does have 3 home runs. We're looking for a solid base hit right here. Smith digs in. Skaggs. Here's a curveball in the dirt. Their catcher's done a nice job today, Hughes. Of course, Adair County's installed that turf around home plate. He hit that true hop now. So Skaggs, he's behind 1-0. He's going to step off and request a meeting by his catcher. That was almost a balk right there. Could have been a balk. I think it was too, but I don't think either umpire really saw it. So the meeting between Hughes and Skaggs has ended. Smith digs back in from the right side. He's ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. If you just joined us, bases loaded. We're all tied at 3 apiece in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. Curveball swung on, ground ball to shortstop. Comes up on the shortstop. Smith runs down the line. He's safe, and that's the ball game. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. Decker Thomas, who had moved there, it was a medium hit ground ball, and it came up on Thomas. He was unable to make the play. He tried to snap throw to first. Aiden Smith beats it out, and the Indians win it in dramatic fashion. That's what you dream about as a kid. 2 outs in the ninth with the bases loaded, and the Indians follow through as Smith, they walk it off on an error by the shortstop for LaRue County. We're going to take about a 2-minute break, and while I summarize some of these numbers, and we'll be back on the Indian Radio Network.
At the Adair County Board of Education, they are dedicated to shaping bright futures. From innovative classrooms to top-notch teachers, they provide the tools and